Hey there, my pretty little cobras, and welcome back to the Cobra's Nest. For those of you who are new, my name is Mignon Cobra, and I make minimalist videos. So today's video is gonna be shopping addiction. I don't even know what I'm gonna fully call it, but yeah. Without further ado, let's just get into the video. Let's get it. Let's go. Okay, so today's video is gonna be talking about shopping addiction. Talking about my shopping addiction slash background story, and then I'm going to talk about 4 things about I guess overcoming shopping addiction, and or just kind of talking about how how to kill it. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. Okay, so a little bit of background information on me. I had a really big shopping addiction when I was a big time hoarder, and then I became a practical minimalist. So I didn't buy anything, but I still really desired a bunch of shit. So I always had a long list of things that I wasn't gonna buy, but I still really wanted, and that really sucked too because I was always in a state of wanting and not fulfilling it. So that really sucked as well. It's kind of like being a horny person, but you can't have sex. Yeah, so that's just my little background story. And then recently I let go of desire, so I don't crave material stuff anymore, and it's been super freeing, and I feel really good, and I just have the mental resources to focus my energy on doing other stuff as opposed to thinking about things that I want to buy but I can't have. So yeah, without further ado, let's address the shopping addiction. So the first thing, the Diderot effect. This is the there's a lot of research you can do on this, but more or less it's the idea that when you buy something, you want to keep buying more and upgrading more, and it just becomes a downward spiral. It's based on the French dude who bought that pretty robe, and then he kept wanting to upgrade everything, and then he became poor, and he had a bunch of, yeah, spent all his money. So yeah, with the shopping addiction, it's really easy to buy one thing, and then it opens up your appetite, and you keep buying more and you keep buying more, and it's just oh, it's an awful feeling. For those of you who experienced it, yeah, it sucks. So sometimes the best thing to do is don't shop. Try to find better things to do with your time. Okay, and then the next thing that I want to talk about, number 2, is desire. That's the thing that's the hardest thing to overcome. I read a quote by one of those minimalists, the guy with the garage, and he said, desiring less is worth more than owning less. So for me, that was kind of what I had. I had very little, but I desired everything under the sun. So it still really sucked. It wasn't changing anything. So when I let go of the desire, I finally felt the peace that should have come with owning less. But the peace comes from the mental peace and the clarity. It comes from desiring less and not from having less. I mean, anybody can go down to Goodwill and dump all their stuff there, but if you're still gonna go out and buy more, then your shopping addiction is never gonna end. And I still can admit that I had that addiction. I was still addicted to it. I had the willpower not to do it, to not buy, but I was still addicted to the act of scrolling on, my social app, sorry, not social, shopping apps, and wanting this and wanting that, and screenshotting this and making a list of what I wanted, and blah blah blah, and the law of manifestation. And I was like, no thank you, no thank you. Okay, and the third thing, with shopping addictions, it's really good to understand what the desire symbolizes. So a lot of things that we want sometimes symbolize what we desire. For example, maybe somebody might be desiring buying a workout outfit, but maybe it's not really the workout outfit that you desire. It might actually be just the desire to want to become fit and healthy and work out. Or maybe for example, for me, I desire getting my nails done, but I kind of understand that symbolizes my desire of wanting to have more free time and be more leisure, because sometimes I'm too hustle hustle hustle, and I know that if I paint my nails, I feel like I'm being pampered, and I'm being a housewifey, women that don't need to work, have their nails done. But it's understanding what these desires symbolize that can really help with overcoming a shopping addiction. It's kind of being aware and not being ignorant. And the 4th thing is it's understanding what's really bothering you. So when I had a shopping addiction, I was trying to fulfill many things in my life that I didn't have. I was still in university, so I didn't have a career yet. I didn't have a part-time job because I was trying to focus on getting good GPA score, marks. I didn't have a job to be able to purchase certain things. So the little money that did come my way from my parents or OSAP, I blow it because I was trying to look a certain way, but it was outside of my means. and I would buy certain clothes that were too small for me because that symbolized my desire to like be a certain weight. So really with shopping addictions, it's examining oh, and also all the shit ton of makeup that I bought, it was because I didn't feel pretty enough. So I would buy a lot of makeup and hoping that the makeup would make me feel pretty. But in the end, I discovered that beauty needed to come from within me. And I actually learned to feel pretty without makeup because I stopped wearing makeup. So really, like, you got to address what is really bothering you, and then you'll kind of understand. That will kind of help you overcome your shopping addiction. Whew. So yeah, I wanted to keep this video short and sweet and to the point. These are my like not really 4 tips, but like the 4 things I wanted to address in terms of like shopping addictions. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more of my channel, more of my like minimalism series videos, and yeah, if nothing else, I will catch you guys in my pretty little